start. Okay, so welcome to Boxing Ghana Live. Like we promised you, we are going to have a live show here with you with Ghana's one of Ghana's best boxing referee. He's a referee, he's a judge, he's a award-winning boxing referee. I mean, he's not only for Ghana, he's a worldwide figure. Everybody knows him, and like you know, he's one of the best that Ghana has produced ever, and to the world. He's not talented only here in Ghana, but you can find him everywhere in the world. He's officiated fights in South Africa, officiated fights all over Africa. He's officiated fights also in Europe, especially in the UK, in America as well. He's one of the best WBO officials, and I have witnessed most of his fight that he has ever had. He's in the person of Roger Barnor. Meet Roger Barnor, viewers. Again, we are going to go into knowing Roger Barnor. We are going to go into knowing what he's done over the period, what the COVID-19 has ever done to Ghana boxing and boxing in general to the world, because he's a world material, he's a resource to the world. Now, and then we are going to go into what the future holds for boxing after COVID-19. Roger Barnor, welcome to Boxing Ghana Live.
Thank you, Moose.
How are you doing?
I'm great, and yourself?
I'm also great. It's a privilege having you here for our viewers to see you, to look at what you do, and also to tell the world what you have in store for the world. I'm privileged to have you on set. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, over the period, in Ghana here, we are locked for the past 3 weeks. COVID-19 is coronavirus, which started in China, has gotten to us here. He has crippled, and that is what COVID-19 has done to us. What do you have to say about COVID-19 and boxing?
Well, actually, thanks for having me on the show, and then apologies to whoever this thing has really touched him and them. People might have lost lives, people might have loved loved ones, relatives, and whatever But at the end of the day, it's nature. Whatever comes to us, we will embrace it. But this is one thing that I wouldn't want it to come again. We all know what Ebola did to us a few years ago, and then as we were preparing to usher into a new year, then came coronavirus, which is one of the deadliest pandemic to have ever hit mankind. So I would like to say sorry to everyone, especially those who have lost the loved ones.
That's right. I think that the Manchester coach lost the mother. He's also a sports person. Lost the mother to COVID-19. Really bad. And we like
forgotten about Mayweather.
Yes, Mayweather also
Roger.
Lost the wife. Yes,
Roger.
Yes, Roger, the uncle. That's true. And we want to say they should have our condolences. We have their backs, and we are also here doing whatever we will do to support them. Yes, COVID-19 has brought some grounded everything that we do. The last fight that we had at the boxing arena is an epic fight, which was going to be between Sheriff Kwe and then one Bullet Ansah. Yes, Bullet Ansah got injured, and then the fight was off. And that was the last fight we had at the Bokum Boxing Arena. After that, we were hit by the COVID-19, which started from China, and then this is where we are. What do you think has happened to Ghana boxing over the period that the COVID-19 also read its ugly eyes on the soils of Ghana?
Well, like you said, actually, it has hit everyone hard on the chin. I said on the chin because you might go down, then you'll be able to wake up again. It's not a knockout, it's a knockdown.
Sure.
So like you said, actually, I was preparing for some few assignments outside, and then came this coronavirus. So actually, it has affected me personally and some of my colleagues worldwide, and then the boxers, promoters, everyone involved in sports, even businesses have been grounded. So actually, what I can say is the world should, get ready for another recession.
Wow, wow. It is really serious. I mean, it is serious blow to boxing. Yes, we very well know that you are one of the resource persons also in British Boxing Association. We know you have a tight relationship with Gianluca, who is the vice president for the BIBA. We know what you do as well. You can you take us through some of the things that, I mean, over the period, the BIBA calendar, what happens, because we know you are one of the resource persons that train um, referees, judges, technical men all over the world. Will you take us through some of the things that BIBA, as a body does?
Okay, well, actually, like you said, BIBA is one sanctioning body that deals with, sanctioning of boxing fights throughout the world. If I say throughout the world, if you go all over Africa, Europe, part of the Americas, and then the Eastern Europe, you can see BIBA have got a whole lot of affiliations over there. And then, like I said, BIBA is coming up strongly as an association by itself as well. So I think with me being attached to BIBA, I think we are coming, we are coming over strong. And then me being one of the resource person, like you said, I train the referees, judges, as well as the technical aspect of the game itself. So actually, because I'm few lineups for the year, but as you can see, the COVID-19 has granted everything. So we have to replan whatever we have to do, and then see what we can do after the COVID-19 is over.
Wow, COVID-19. We knew very well that normally in March you hold the APBC, which is the Association of Professional Boxing Commissions. Yes, and at this meeting, we know that you think you have a broad thinking about how the boxing is evolving over the period. You also take time to also do some training for all the participants that comes to the conference. And we also heard that recently BIBA is also going to have a ranking platform where they are going to rank their boxers. They have also introduced the BIBA championship belt as well. And we know they were also going to have that conference, their first ever rating boxers over the world in Hungary, right?
Yes.
What happened to it? Because we knew it was going to happen. What happened to it?
It's not it's an open secret. Yeah, everyone knows what went on before this conference was called off. Because actually it was going to eat into the COVID-19 period. So actually, the social distance, and then the grounding of the flights, borders closed. Everyone is trying to protect his country. So actually, you can't fly out and then you can't fly in. So that was why it was called off. But it's on hold. It's not off, I can say. It's on hold.
So currently, we know it was supposed to happen last month, right? In Hungary. We knew very well that you are also whoever is representing BIBA here. I think Barnor or something. Representing.
Barnor is not representing BIBA.
So no, I mean is it World Boxing
Professional Boxing Council.
Professional Boxing Council. Yes.
I'm the president of the Professional Boxing Council for Africa.
Africa. Okay.
For Africa, so probably I run things in Ghana.
Oh, okay, very well. So we know that very well in Africa we are going to rate our boxers in that particular conference, right? Now, what feedback are you getting in terms of the people who are fighting for the PBC belts?
PBC's belts are being fought all over the world. So actually, we're trying to, get other PCs, and then, everything in the beginning, how it goes through the difficulties. Until you get to a point whereby you see everything will be, flowing just like a flowing water. So we are trying to at least, get our resources and then move from there. But I think it's been quite smooth of late. And then those few Ghanaians who have won the PBC titles, I can say Michael Azar had got the opportunity of defending his belt in the UK, but second of this COVID-19, all fights, scheduled around the world, has been cancelled, or probably most of them has been rescheduled. So it has also affected him financially, and then not him alone, all those involved in that particular day has been, you know, affected financially.
Wow. Currently, you are a Ghanaian, so I would like to, you know, talk about how many Ghanaians have won the PVC belts. How many? Because you are the African, right?
We've got Michael Hassan.
He holds a lightweight.
He holds a lightweight. We've got Bukom Banku's conqueror, Basti Samer.
Basti Samer.
Yeah. We've got.
He holds the
cruiserweight PVC.
Cruiserweight PVC.
And then we've got Felix Ajom as well.
Felix Ajom, featherweight.
And then we've got two Nigerians also, very different weights of the PVC as well.
Oh, that's very nice. So currently we have about 5 people winning the titles over here. Over 3 in Ghana and about 2 in Nigeria. That's awesome. Now, how do you see the future of PVC in Africa? Is it going to be a very competitive belt that people are going to look for?
Definitely. It depends on how, you know, you package and then, you know, you sell your products, which I hope PVC is, you know, gaining grounds, and it will at least, you know, rub shoulders with the major titles, you know.
That's nice. Now let's come back to Ghana. From 2017, when we had a boxing arena, I mean, you have seen it all. You have seen everything about boxing in Ghana.
2015.
No, I mean 2017. That you have the boxing arena. 2015.
2015, before the 2016 elections.
Oh, okay. So the first fight at the boxing arena was 2015.
2015. September, October.
Oh, okay.
When the former president, John Mahama, His Excellency John Mahama, was the guest of honor.
Oh, I see that. So that was 2015. Well, so the epic of fights over the period, I mean, at the boxing arena started. We saw it start in January 2017 when we saw Richie Comey, Duke Micah and Freddie Lawson fighting for the WBC silver gold title. That was in March. Yes. Before that, I think we have seen Dogbe fight in January, and I think Emmanuel Tego also fought in January thereabout. Yes. Now, from that time till now, I mean, chronicle how boxing has evolved over the period and how the boxing arena also have played a major role in boxing.
Like I said, I would like to say kudos to, you know, the brain behind the Bukom Boxing Arena. You know, people who brought it up, who brought the idea, and then took up from there. So actually, like you said, just to cut everything short, Bukom Boxing Arena is playing a huge part in the lives of we, the people involved in the boxing itself. Because actually, it's kind of, you know, getting closer to us. But one thing that is also killing us is the price aspect of it. The price aspect that everybody is talking about it, and like you, like I said, you have been in the game over the period. You know the ins and outs of the game. I mean, boxing is business. Everybody who is in boxing want to make something out of it, make a living. I mean, the managers, yourself, and all other people playing part of this game want to make something out of it. In your opinion, what do you think should be added to the boxing arena? Because a lot of people who comes out from, like, they come from elsewhere to come to Ghana, praises the boxing arena and saying that this arena is adding a lot of weight to our boxing here. It's making people become more enthused, it's making people become very interested in boxing. Now, in your opinion, what do you think should be the structure in terms of how the arena is being priced so that a lot of managers, a lot of promoters can also promote fights at the boxing arena? Like you said, we need corporate Ghana, sponsors, TV rights, you know. Once a promoter has got a TV right that can screen the fight live, put the fight out there for the people throughout the world, at least for him to get some revenue there, and then, you know, sponsors coming on board, and at least for people to advertise their, you know, products, goods and service as well. You know, the promoters will also gain some small, you know, revenue from there, and that will also help them, you know, giving back to society what they have to give back to society. So I think it's a daily darling thing. It comes in for them to take it out. But as it stands now, it's only a promoter who, you know, does everything by himself. If he hasn't got any sponsors on board, he will have to take care of everything that goes on there, ranging from boss experts, officials, venue, security, and everything. It's going to be from the promoter's pocket, which is very, you know,
very expensive.
Very expensive for some of the promoters, I can say.
Wow, wow. Now, talking about boxing again, you see, the boxing arena is a world class facility. We expect that we don't see local. We shouldn't see only local fights here, but some other fights coming from elsewhere. Now, we have seen a lot of, you know, foreign boxers coming to fight here in the person of we have seen Paulus Moses, who is a former WBO world titleist. We have seen Nzonke Fana. We have seen Vyacheslav Gusev. We have seen Freddie Kiewit. We have seen other people come to Ghana to come and fight. Now, what would it take for people like you, who have seen it all in boxing, you know, I mean, globe-trotted, gone all over the world officiating and seeing facilities, seeing what boxing is like? What would it take for the boxing industry here to bring bigger fights here to come in, for people to come and, you know, watch?
It all depends on, you know, money. If you are able to get sponsors, bring quality boxers down to Ghana, we're going to get quality fights in quality position, because at the end of the day, spending over 200,000 to rent the arena, including security and then few things, what is close to 100,000,
1 billion.
1 billion.
Yes.
You know, and then you bring how much are you going to get at the gate fee? You know, bringing officials from outside, boxers from outside, getting all these things probably, and then how many people from Bukom, I can say, will be able to pay probably maybe 50 cedis to enter into the arena. You know, you wouldn't even break even. So these are some of the things that is contributing to, you know, our low-key fights that the promoters normally put on board, because they can bring in quality fighters. A fighter charging probably maybe $20,000, $30,000, $50,000. Where is he going to get the money from? You know, so that's what
that brings back a very important issue, where we have, I mean, people are talking about the quality of fights that we ever have at the boxing arena, the quality of fights that these days we stage at the boxing arena. Now, there are also popular fights that people want to go and see, like, you know, Bukom Banco against what's the name, Basti Sameh. You know, people want to see those epic fights so that they can throng the boxing arena. Like I said, you have seen it all in boxing. You know your way ins and outs about management, promotion, and even technical. What do you think we are not doing right as Ghanaians? Because, to be frank with you, Ghana boxing is revered all over the world. What is it that we are not doing so that our game is not developing like it should develop, and bring in the necessary funds that, you know, when you go to Las Vegas, when you go to everywhere in the world, people throng their boxing arenas to watch the fights?
Quality fights.
Yes, quality fights.
If you are able to bring quality fights, you will see people thronging the arena. And quality fights depend on money. Like I've said already, if the money is there, you know, like I said, in Vegas, in UK, or probably some parts of the world, promoters don't make fights. Fans make fights. If the fans make the fight, the sponsors get on board. They will tell you, these are the fights I want on my show. You are just the promoter, but the sponsors run the show. They will tell you, these are the fighters he wants on the show. If the money available, you do that. But if the fans are not available, then you being the promoter doing the show, you do your own thing. But if the sponsors are on board, they will tell you what to do, what fights to bring on board. And that's how it goes.
Wow. I mean, this is in-depth. This is really in-depth. Do you see, you know, elsewhere in Russia and other places, I don't want to cite United States as an example, but elsewhere, in Russia, the Russian government invests money into boxing because they believe that boxing is bringing a lot of revenue. They have what we call the boxing economy. where a lot of money comes from boxing. So you have former champions like the Klitschko brothers from Ukraine. We also have Vasily Lomachenko and other people. And so you see Russia, Ukraine putting in more money so that they can produce world champion and they can bring money to oil their economy. What do you think, in your own opinion? Because like I said, you have seen it all. What do you think should be government's inputs into boxing?
In Ghana, what I would love to see, or what I think it's the government thinks, or the government knows, professional boxing is professional, it's personal. So there is no need of me being the government putting resources at the end of the day.
But
that's not fair.
Yes.
That's not fair as well, because at the end of the day, it also brings in foreign exchange.
That's right.
They go outside, fight, get some dollars, probably foreign currencies, bring into the economy, build the economy. Probably there is a good fight here. You see foreigners coming in, spending their money as well. So at least one way or the other, it helps the economy.
Yes, it's stimulating the economy, because you have a lot of people patronizing, tourist centers, hotels, and the arena, transport, everything. It keep moving. So we have a lot of money coming in to oil the economy. So in your case, like I said, what will you appeal for government to invest into the business?
Well, like I said, government, with the people in boxing are begging you, probably channel most of your some of your resources into the game of boxing. You all know what boxing is doing for America. If there is a huge fight in Vegas, see the people who trunked Vegas from all over the world, Madison Square Gardens, all over the world. Actually, if we are able to bring quality fights here, you'll definitely be getting foreigners into the country, and then the economy too will be probably beef up a little bit with the foreign exchange. So if at least you could give us some of the allocation for the for the years ahead, we'll be much grateful for that as well.
Very well. Now let's talk about Ghana. Let's talk about the future in terms of the boxers you see, because you are in the ring, you see the quality of a boxer when the bell goes in the first round. You know that, oh, this boxer is a quality boxer. You know when to stop fight, you know when to call off a fight as well. Now we have seen you officiate world title, like championship fights, like we saw Fana Nzonke with Emmanuel Tebo. We saw Gusev, Vyacheslav Gusev against Emmanuel Tebo. We also saw Socido from Argentina with Emmanuel Tebo here, and you were at the center.
Was Emmanuel Tebo?
Yes, of course. As we speak now, most people say that Emmanuel Tebo have had most of his fights over here in Ghana, and he has had his fights over here in Ghana. And if such a boxer have had most of his fights over here in Ghana, then it's expected that one of the best of Ghana's referee will be at the center of that particular fight. So that's the most important thing that I want to talk about now. I do not want to bring in other boxers you have officiated outside the world. Now, so let's zoom in on Emmanuel Tebo, especially Socido Emmanuel Tebo.
Wow.
This particular fight brought a lot of controversy all over Ghana, all over the media space. And people were like, you didn't do it well. People were like chastising you. Why did you stop the fight? We want to see Emmanuel Tebo bring out everything in him. But you stopped the fight, and it became a topic for discussion all over the media space. Why did you stop the fight, and what did you see? You can take us through this particular fight.
Thank you for the opportunity given me just to once again elaborate on what happened and what transpired on that particular night. Actually, in boxing, referees are there to save life. Referees are there to mandate or probably to work by the rules of the game. Go by the rules of the game. And like you said, I went by the rules of the game, and I have to do what I have to do at that point in time. Because, sorry, if we can see on that particular day, Socido wasn't ready to fight. It was Tego who was always doing the action. And then at that point in time, at the time of the stoppage, he was under, flurry of punches. Wasn't able to, do what he was expected to do. And then above all, the trainer was on the apron. So once the trainer or the chief seconds get onto the apron, it signifies the end of the fight.
Now, exactly around, I think around 3 or 4, so Sado was complaining that Emmanuel Tego was hitting the back of his head, and he was complaining to you at any step of the fight. You kept ignoring him, and you said, look, if you don't stop your antics, I would have to stop the fight. I mean, what particular rule were you applying? Because you were fighting, and so people did not understand why you said, look, if you don't stop your antics, I am going to call off the fight. What rules were you applying at that time?
You know how boxers, footballers are. They would like to play on your intelligence. If you're a weak referee, then they will capitalize on that. But I am not. I know inside out of the rules.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want, or I wouldn't allow anyone to play on my intelligence, and that was what I did. If it had overweighed me, or probably, listening to him, would have taken advantage of that. You know how Europeans are, especially South Americans. You know how they are. If you give them the chance, then they'll do whatever they want to do. And I am there. He was just a boxer in the ring at that point, and I am the referee. He doesn't know the rules. I know the rules. He doesn't tell me what to do. I do what I have to do as a referee. So I wouldn't listen to him. I never did listen to him as well.
So at that point, that you have to stop the fight, because we thought that everybody, we have seen boxers, we have seen hard cracking boxers, boxers who punches, boxers with power, and boxers with flair. A lot of people were saying that, look, are we pushing Emmanuel Tego through to become a world champion? And that's why we are staging most of his fights here. And even when he was fighting Sosido, we think that we needed to see Emmanuel Tego more. Why is it that you, at that particular time, when all of us are looking at the fight and we're seeing all of them, taking punches and also dishing out punches, why would you stop the fight? Because the fight was going on well.
I never stopped the fight. It was the trainer who asked me to stop the fight.
So what happened at that time?
Because the trainer came onto the apron, and he's not allowed onto the apron.
So at that time that they were fighting, the trainer was on the apron.
Came onto the apron.
Was he holding the rope as well?
If you provided you get onto the apron, whether holding the rope or not holding the rope, once you are on the apron, that tells me, signifies the end of the fight.
Oh, I see. That is education for me myself, because
if we can cast our minds back just a few weeks ago, it did happen to Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. As the fight was going on, the trainer of Wilder came onto the apron, and then the referee has to stop the fight. We all saw Deontay Wilder complaining, and then what did the referee told him?
Look back. There. Yes. Look back to your corner.
Your corner. Your trainer is on apron, so I got nothing to do.
Sure.
Your trainer who said.
And also at that particular time, the trainer has also thrown in the
towels. Towels are not again being thrown into the ring.
Okay.
It's now molded.
Oh, okay.
Let me give you a quick scenario. Two boxers fighting. My boxer is winning, or probably my boxer is losing. Your boxer is winning. I can go around to your end, throw in a towel. At the end of the day, the towel came from your corner.
So it means you have called off.
So that's why it has been stopped. And then what we tell them is, whenever you think your boxer or your fighter is not in a position to continue, just come onto the apron. If you come onto the apron, you will stop the fight.
So just only coming onto an apron signifies you have to stop the fight. Now, apart from the corner coming onto an apron to stop the fight, what will also inform a technical man, a referee, a judge like you to stop the fight?
Well, actually, we've been so close to the actions. We have got something called telegraphic communication between a boxer and then a trainer, and probably a referee. I am so close to him, I can tell when a boxer is willing to fight or when a boxer is not willing to fight, or when probably a boxer is in a position to fight or he's not in a position to fight, and then I'll decide what to do at that point in time, because you need to take a decision within a trickle of an eye. A little a little by 1 second can probably
kill somebody. Yes, it's true. Now, so let me cast your mind back again to Felix Ajong and then Malik Jaber. I mean, the last fight we saw at the boxing arena before COVID-19. Fans at the boxing arena were talking about this, that look, Malik Jaber was taking enough punishment from Felix Ajong. The referee was not stopping the fight. There was this particular guy who was at the corner of Malik, who was signaling the referee to stop the fight. But the referee didn't stop the fight until the whole corner, when the bell went out for seconds out. And then they had to tell the referee that he should stop the fight. At what time, again, when you were there at the arena, what will inform you to stop that particular fight?
Actually, that's why we have to say in every fight you have the chief second or probably the head trainer. They have to decide what to do at a point in time if the referee is not doing his job properly. But the referee being so close to the action, you the trainers, you've been in the gym with your boxer for all this while, you've been training him, you know the condition. And maybe if the referee deems he's willing or he's ready to fight, and you the second, you feel he's not in a position to fight, what you have to do is come onto the apron and then signal to the referee. Because the referee being so close to the action, you know how some of our bosses and then spectators and then probably the seconds, the bosses themselves are. A place like the arena, there is no security over there for a referee to stop a fight that is as grudge as it was. The referee also would probably might be, thinking about his life.
But when you're applying rules in a game like boxing, I mean, you should not respect any other person who will be, looking at you and will be throwing tantrums at you in terms of words and will be charging you. But you have to apply the rules to the letter. So I would not agree with you.
Like I said, if you could remember, I told you, how some of the bosses behave. A referee like me would have stopped a fight at that point. If I have deemed fit to stop the fight, I would have stopped the fight. But probably he was so close to the action and he felt it's not yet right time for him to stop, and then he let it continue. Because at the end of the day, at that point in time, I can't speak for him. He is the referee. He can tell you what he was saying, why he didn't stop the fight, or why he wasn't, why he did not stop the fight at that point in time. Probably, maybe they might be thinking, the spectators might be thinking, Malik is, we all know how Malik's fight. He goes down, he comes back, he goes down. Probably some of the fighters, that's how they are. They go down, they come, they go down, they come, and then probably they win fight. So probably that was what the referee was thinking.
Well, anyway, in my opinion, I think that the referee could have stopped the fight.
That's your opinion. That's why you're not a referee.
Yes. And save Malik from this
that's why you're not a referee.
Torrential hostility that came to him. Now, you again are one of the leading people in Ghana boxing referee, and I think that our referees also need some training and education as well. Your outfit, what are you doing in that regard?
Like you said, I have had a couple of chats with the president of the Ghana Boxing Authority. That happens to be Mr. Peter. I was supposed to have run a seminar in Dubai, probably from 29th to the 4th of April. By sake of COVID-19, it was off. I had some few of my referees probably accompanying me to Dubai just to school them up. And then it was called off. But I think just after the COVID-19, I think the GBA will do something in that regards. We all need to learn.
That's great. These are some of the things we want to see. We want to see quality officiating. We want to see quality technical exposition of things that
if you say quality officiating, I can tell you, Ghana, the whole of Africa, Ghana has got one of the best, officials in terms of officiating boxing fights in Africa.
Now you brought in this. You have been, over Africa. You are one of the reps for the sanctioning bodies also as well. If you are rating nations who have quality boxers, take Ghana out because boxing Ghana is viewed all over the world. Be candid and tell us, Africa, if you are to mention 3 best countries that are into boxing and doing it well and adding their beats to the world, what are those countries going to be? And tell us the reason why you think that these are.
I would think South Africa. You all know South Africa is, the heaven of boxing in Africa.
Currently, do they have a champion, world champion though?
No, they don't. But
Tete, I think Tete.
He lost his fight
against Casemiro.
Yeah, he lost his fight. So actually, South Africa is doing well. Namibia, not a huge promotions, but they're also doing well.
Quality boxers. I have seen Namibian boxers. I have seen a lot of them. I've seen, the boxer that fought Patrick O'Kine for the WBO Africa featherweight. He's good. I've forgotten the name. He's good. Also, I've seen some of the boxers. They went to the Commonwealth. They had gold at the Commonwealth Games, and then some of the boxers that came to the amateur qualification for Japan, they have some qualification as well. And I think Namibia is doing good. It's doing good. And apart from Namibia, who else?
Ghana, Nigeria. I can say Apa. Nigeria has of late had more shows than Ghana because of their partnership with Go TV in Nigeria. So I think they're also doing well.
Very well. Finally, tell us about what have catapulted you from where you were and then to what you have become as a referee known all over the world, because you have rocked shoulders. You have rocked shoulders with people like Tony Weeks and all of them. Tony Weeks was a junior, I think, and all of these guys. Tell us what quality you brought onto the game which took you to the world.
I decided to learn, and I'm learning.
Beautiful. 2 words. Decided to learn, and you are learning. Now, if there's any advice that is going to go for viewers, people who are watching us all over the world, who are also looking at becoming a referee judge like you, what advice will you give to them?
Be whatever you want to be. Make sure you be the right thing. There are no shortcuts in life. Tread cautiously and you be who you want to be. Thank you.
To be frank with you, I have enjoyed this interview. It has been education for me, and I think our viewers as well. This will be the first episode. We'll be coming back with technical issues, and I believe that we are going to have enough of you. I know you are a very, very busy man. A very busy man. You are always on the move. If you are not in Ghana, you are somewhere else. Even when you are in Ghana, you are busy. We would want to have time with you again, so that this will be part 1. We are going to have the part 2 with you, where we are going to talk technical, where we are going to take viewers through what referees go through before they come to the center of the ring. Some of these things, so that we educate our boxing fans, because they need to know. They have to know all of these things. Thank you very much, Roger Barnor, for gracing our set and also educating us as well. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate
social distance.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but I walk into your home. I protected myself, and we are sharing this space together. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, viewers. Like you have seen, we just finished this interview with Roger Barnor, and we are going to have another live interview with him again. Stay tuned. We really apologize for the period. We said we were going to start at 6, but because of technical challenges, we had to start at 6:30. We really apologize. But we'll be coming your way again. Our next show is going to be between our next resource person is going to be Lawrence Carloco. He is also one of the best in the space. He is the trainer. He was the trainer for Richie Comey, who is former world title champion, IBF lightweight champion. He's also the same trainer who started Duke Micah, Lawrence Lawson, Freddie Lawson, and a host of champions. He is also the assistant technical director of GBA. We'll be bringing him in our next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, I would like to apologize for the late starts, and we promise that is not going to happen again. Thank you. Thank you for watching Boxing Ghana. And next time, share and ask people also to share and watch with us. Thank you so much. Bye.